when we are in a situation where we have had the difficult conversations and we have followed what is true to us, and you step back and think, wow, I've created more of a mess than what there was before. It's a coaching opportunity, and whether it's with a coach or using coaching questions, to actually think about all the different perspectives. So if you were to think about going into a room full of mirrors, and every mirror would give you a different perspective on how that conversation could have unfolded. Because when we have conflict, as we know, we're usually both at the top of the ladder, and we've got our own story, emotion, we're being fueled by the values in us that are causing us to speak up, and the other person is either reacting to it or they've got their own story. So when we walk into this house, this room full of mirrors, is there an opportunity to have a look at it from different perspectives? So how could this other person be seeing it? What has caused this person to react that way? And sometimes we can't do anything about that. But what we know is one of the biggest stumbling blocks is when we have resentment and we have a form of negativity there that we can't accept and let go. So if we think about the cycle around change and all the different stages that we go through, so we go through shock, resentment, anger, and then we've got acceptance, and then we've got hope. So shock could be the reaction. And how could this person see it, say it, be that person there? And then there's this whole feeling of disappointment that coming from that shock, and it might manifest in anger, it might actually sit at the bottom with resentment. So the big question is, how do we move up towards acceptance by being true to our values? Because it's really important that we're not condoning bad behaviour, but we are actually standing true to who we are. But sometimes, thinking about acceptance, we actually need to look at it from their point of view. And even though we may not agree with it, what can we do so that we can let go of that negativity that sits there? Because when we've got that holding us back, we can't take steps forward. Now, this can actually take a long time. But what's important is being aware of what this negativity is doing to us. And sometimes that in itself creates the acceptance. When we can get to acceptance, we can start having a different conversation, because our story is different as well. But I suppose the question to consider is, what can you do for yourself to actually get to acceptance?